Fathergamer podcast.
And welcome to episode 61 of the Fathergamer podcast. Right as I do that, you yawn.
I'm so sorry.
Right from the beginning, Kyle's with
no
me.
idea.
It's
The
just,
Conqueror.
Kyle the Conqueror. Just Kyle the Conqueror and myself today. Everybody else is like, I want to go see Deadpool. I want to go see Deadpool. It's like,
Whack it off for Deadpool.
yeah, well, I mean, we already did. So,
Yeah.
actually, that movie's pretty much full of whacking off jokes. and
References. Oh, yeah.
It's like even the credit. Actually, I don't want to get too much. We'll get into Deadpool in a little bit, but we're not going to talk too much about it because I like to have kind of like a spoiler cast next week when we have everybody here and talk about it a little more in depthly.
Give people a chance to see it.
Yeah. It's. Like I said, we'll get into it a little bit in just a second. I want to do a little bit of house cleaning, a little bit of paying the bills right quick. Once again, welcome to the Fathergamer podcast. We are hosted on Cinelinks.com, and actually right now we are recording from Clockwork in College Station, Texas. Great place if you're in the area, and they actually have a website. They're going to be, I believe, start selling some of their cards and stuff online. They sell tabletop games, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, card games, that kind of stuff. Magic, comic books,
porn.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Our porn, almost. Yeah.
Word porn.
Word porn. I don't know what that was,
that
but
was a Sensu Bean.
Oh, okay. Oh, from Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having your phone on. But anyway, so he's yawning and he's got his phone on. But anyway,
Moppy.
Yeah. So, once again, thank you guys for hosting us. We're here every Friday at 8. If you're ever in the area, want to stop by and watch us record, that'd be fantastic. Might even be on the show. Also, again, Cinelinks.com. Make sure you go there for all of our old shows. We have tons of newer old shows now because we were gone for so long, and now we're back, and we kind of we had to get them out there. We had so much pent-up sexual nerd frustration. We had to just...
Either that or you're becoming Deadpool.
Yeah, there's some moments. Honestly, I was watching the movie today, and I was like, I've always thought of myself as... kind of like the Lancelot, like Alpha, not Alpha, I don't like to use that word, but I always thought of myself as, if I had superpowers, I would be the good guy. And then I was watching the movie today, and I was thinking, oh my god, I'm pretty sure if I ever got those powers, I would pretty much be Deadpool.
An anti-hero?
Yeah, because I am kind of an asshole sometimes, and I pretty much make dick jokes 24/7. So, I mean, that's kind of it was kind of a inspirational /
My first thought when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, there's Matt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually. So also, like I said, check out some links for SCNS Live. They have some brand new shows. They've been doing some unboxing stuff. Make sure to check out all of their stuff on Cinelinks as well as their YouTube. And we've been doing a lot of streaming lately. Not you're watching yet, but I've
been watching it.
I know, yeah, which is so
okay.
It's disorienting to sit there and I can hear myself because it's probably about a 30-second delay, I would say. If
through my phone,
yeah, so I can hear me saying stuff and then I don't want to speak anymore. There's literally moments I should be talking and I know I'll hear myself in 30 seconds. I don't want to hear it, or somebody will say something stupid and then you'll hear it again in 30 seconds. Usually me. But we've been doing a lot of streaming on YouTube, the Cinelinks YouTube streaming, so you can check that out. It's all Rainbow Six stuff. And we did Helldivers, and we'll probably do some more of that. Make sure to check out that regularly. We also have a Cinelinks Twitch account and a Cinelinks Fathergamer account, and I think at some point we'll probably all have a Twitch account. And then we'll be posting all that stuff up on Cinelinks. And you can also check our social media stuff at Fathergamer on Twitter. I believe they just started a Fathergamer. Well, I have my Fathergamer. Wow, say
Famer.
Father Famer. Instagram that you can go to, but also they have a Fathergamer Productions on Facebook and Fathergamer Productions on Instagram as well. So check out all that stuff. We'll be posting stuff all the time. Also, make sure in the last episode, we had a small little contest of sorts to give away one of the codes or a couple codes for the Mew. If somebody would come up with some drawings or a drawing of the cast with their favorite Pokemon, I'm going to sweeten the deal. If whoever, the winner, the person probably isn't going to be one or two people who do it, but whoever does it and it's, ends up winning, I'll also throw in one of the Siblings card games and maybe something from the Closet of Nerd to sweeten that deal. Because I really, really... What is your favorite Pokemon?
Well, we talk what like.
Yeah, you were like no Snorlax. I know last week,
yeah,
but
no
yeah, I know my personal is Charizard. Like I'll go Mega Charizard if somebody else has to have a Charizard.
First gen only, or
just
history?
Ever since the history.
Oh, it's so fucking hard.
Yeah,
of a decision.
I asked Ransom the question, and he was like, "Why would you do that?" It was like a red wire, blue wire kind of moment because he was like, "I can't answer that question." I'm like,
"It's such a hard."
I can instantly go Charizard, but I guess I've just always like.
See, because Ransom said Alakazam.
Yeah, he said Alakazam.
I like Alakazam too. I like Charizard because that's the first Pokemon I ever went with.
Yeah, me too.
But of course, there's a bunch of people. Man.
I mean, like I said, I would gladly give up Charizard if I get like Mega Charizard, like the Flame one. But I don't think that's Psyduck and.
See,
yeah, I know.
It's one of the hardest decisions of my lifetime.
That's kind of sad.
It's just right now until I.
Okay. It's like
for now.
Yeah,
there's so many.
That must be a treasured life if that's the worst. Like
of like what Pokemon I've made myself. You know what? I'm gonna go with Arcanine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got R2, Alakazam for Ransom. I don't know what Katie said. I don't remember what Katie said. So
Diglett.
Yeah, we'll have to make her Psyduck.
That would be so Slowpoke,
which all of them sound sexual, like Diglett, Slowpoke. That's just completely So the other little bit of stuff to do with Fathergamer Productions, and TFGP, we have a bunch of new interviews headed your way. Most of them won't be on this show. They have their own show that will be airing about the time that you hear this air. At least one of the interview shows will be out. We haven't quite come up with the official name, but I am looking to interview people from all parts of fandom, not just video games, and we have a pretty good list already in the works, and so it should be pretty cool. Some of the people I've already done two. I did a small indie developer, and I did CodeSync, who I think is going to be very big within the next year or two. They've done a lot of stuff with the Oculus and have some PS4 stuff coming out. So make sure to look for that. I also have a vlog coming out soon, and we're doing some Road to E3 stuff, and that's about it. One more little thing that I wanted to talk about. Well, two little things. One, I officially am kind of tipping my hat into the game development group, and I will mention things at times and let you guys know how that's going. It's pretty interesting and pretty cool so far. It's been very odd, and I'll probably be talking about stuff like this a little bit more on the vlog that I'm going to be doing really soon, and also about lots to do with weight loss and stuff, and hopefully I'm going to get Kyle to go to the gym with me.
I'll do that.
Anyway, so that's enough about us. Well, little things about us. But that's enough about that.
Now we get to talk about us.
Now we get to really talk about us. And we're going to go into what's in your system.
What's in your system?
And it... Yeah, really, honestly, there's not much.
Hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's really Rainbow Six, which you can actually literally go watch what we've been doing. And you've been playing the Rick and Morty Pokemon type game.
Pocket Mortys. That thing is so funny.
I need to play it.
It's so funny.
It sounds hilarious. So pretty much you're catching Mortys and you fight Mortys.
You're catching Mortys, and they're all different Mortys. Their types are based on rock, scissors, and paper.
So they're basically Pokemon, but they're just, that is great.
The way you catch them was with a little chip, a brain chip.
I have to go play. So really, honestly, that's what's in our system. Like I said, we're going to be doing lots of streaming. By the time you listen to this episode, just tap the table. By the time you listen to this episode, we'll have some stuff you can go look at that we've streamed. I'm going to be doing the Hitman beta for the next weekend, and then Alan Wake and a few other games went backwards compatible on the Xbox, and I'm planning on streaming it. And the Tomb Raider DLC, I will be streaming it as well. So make sure to look for all of those on Cinelinks.com and Cinelinks YouTube. But that's really all that's in our system. Like, literally, that's all we've been playing.
Well, the next show, there'll be something new in my system.
Oh, there'll be lots of... What do you have the Naruto game, right?
Well, yeah, I've gotten the new Naruto. I've been playing that. And the new Fire Emblem's coming out.
That's right.
So that's going to be a lifetime event for me.
I will probably have... I might be getting Fire Emblem. I'm not sure yet. It's more of a time thing for me.
Oh, I'm getting both. Actually, all three.
I'm still working on going through the Telltale games a little bit, but really not much to talk about. I've talked about it enough. Probably the last 3 episodes I've talked about Telltale games. Firewatch just popped up on the PlayStation Marketplace. It's been on Xbox already. I probably will pick it up at some point. And then Gravity Rush.
Gravity Rush for the Vita. They've
re-released it, and
I want to play that too.
I might be picking that up as soon as I can.
Gonna get Primal.
I'm still like, unless I get a review copy, like
I told myself I at least got to. It's something new in the Far Cry.
I love Far Cry, and I love, like, so far Ubisoft have not been very I haven't been unhappy with them this last year that much, so I'm kind of like...
Wasn't the year before, let's just say.
No. And so, and we'll get into the news a little bit, but...
They gained some ground.
Yeah, and they're making some good decisions, so when we get into news, we'll talk about that a little bit. So, that's in our system, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back and get into Talk Nerdy to Me. And we're back after a interesting soda display, pretty much. It's almost sexual. Like, it wasn't almost sexual. It was pretty much sexual. I like to put little orange pieces into my Diet Mountain Dew. Yeah, they're called cuties, but God, I just need a freaking beer now. But anyway, now they're sinking again.
I had plenty of that before I came here.
Oh, did you?
Beer. Yeah.
Are you plastered right now?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. So
I would not drive if I was plastered.
But you would drink. What?
Oh, I'd drink more if I was plastered.
But so yeah, I kind of wanted like our Talk Nerdy to Me this week. This is kind of one of those weeks where we've been all really, really busy. I'm planning a lot of stuff for E3, and you're doing school, and Katie's basically praying to the altar of Deadpool, waiting for it to release. And
yeah, she's already there.
So so what I'm going to do is we'll go through this right quick, and it's not a lot of stuff.
Talk nerdy to me.
I guess the first thing is, are you a fan of Lethal Weapon?
I don't think I've seen one.
You've never seen Lethal Weapon?
No.
Okay, we need to officially have. I really need to like have this list of movies that you guys are. I just never seen it, and just like okay, we're having movie nights where you guys at least have to watch it, like the first one, like you just just like required watching kind of thing. Well, anyway, especially if you're an action movie fan of any kind. If you remember, it was Mel Gibson and Danny Glover in the original and all that. Damon Wayans is looking to. Well, that isn't looking. It looks like Fox has ordered a pilot with him as the Danny Glover character. So for a TV series.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
I mean, it's a buddy cop. One's crazy. One's I'm too old for this shit. Like I'm, kind of like I got 1 week left till retirement. Kind of like kind of thing that they. It's that kind of stuff. I'm curious to see how it plays out. But Mick G, who we've talked about before, done tons of pilots to Chuck, potentially making the new Masters of the Universe movie. Made the Charlie's Angels movies, which I could rather burn than watch again.
We're watching.
But he's made some interesting. His TV's been better than his movies, as far as I'm concerned. He's actually directing the pilot, so I mean he does no action, so it should be interesting to see how they do it. I don't know if last week we talked a little bit about Mattel and acquisition and all that kind of stuff. Well, it turns out that Mattel and 343 have made a big deal, like this huge thing to make Halo toys. So I don't know if McFarlane is out or if it's a tandem thing. There's going to be multi.
They need to make a better Halo game.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when I was reading it. I was like, great, make better games. Because I mean, if there's like some really cool Master Chief stuff, that's fine. Like I would like some Master Chief stuff. But if it's
just their games have gone downhill.
Yeah, I have not. We talked about it during our best of 2015. That was one of my least favorite games.
Should have just let it die.
Well, and they're not. They're not. But yeah,
no, it's funny.
Well, and speaking of, I guess Halo to a degree. I don't know if you heard about the Destiny stuff that's happening. There's a huge expansion coming in the spring, and they finally said, okay, yes, Destiny 2 is 2017. So
is the huge expansion the last of it?
I'm guessing the last part they should have put out at the beginning. Yes, probably. So
I swear if it's freaking $40.
It will be. It will be. So, well, they did promise, though, as long as they did the microtransactions, that things would be free, like the DLC.
How well did it do, though?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Okay, at least so where if the microtransactions at least, like, okay, say $40 was their starting.
Yeah.
And they got enough to at least do half.
Yeah.
That would be better.
Well, I think Destiny, at least for us, is become kind of like our Madden. Well, you play Madden, but it's become kind of like that game is like we'll play once a year. I think I could see that being the thing is like I'll keep it around, I'll get the expansions, I'll play it until I'm done, and then I'm done.
All I know is once the expansion comes out, I've already sunk in too much fucking money.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it.
Well, at this point, see it fucking through.
And since we have like all the best armor and all the best this and all the best that,
there's no reason to stop now.
I
mean, like I said,
there's a lot of reasons to stop, but we just feel the compulsion.
In the beginning of it, now I will say the Taken King, we've had this talk, was way better, and that's where I was saying if that came out beforehand, I'd have no problem. I mean, I have no problem with rolling from the Taken King on. And
right now, I don't know when this comes because we record and it comes out a week later, but they're doing a Valentine's something or other right now as well, so I might pop in and look at that for just a minute. That's generally what I do though, is I'll pop in, whatever, like when they had the masks for Halloween, I went and made sure I had all the masks, and then I just kind of like, I'm done, and then was gone. But I mean, I keep coming back. I don't think it's a terrible thing. It's just I'm bored. I haven't
touched Destiny since like
It was October.
Middle of October.
It was October because you and I played with the masks.
Because we were actually done with the Taken King with like middle of October, and then of course we messed with the Halloween stuff, and then that was it.
That's the last thing I've touched. And so even GTA Online, it's become I'll jump on, get whatever the new stuff is for free, like the Christmas stuff, and then I jump off, and I probably never go back on again until the next thing. And I kind of wonder the how financially how well they do with these things, because I know a lot of them depend on, especially GTA depends a lot on microtransactions when they add the cars and the modifications and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you've played much GTA Online.
I've played some of it. I just don't have it. I would get it. They add ridiculous amounts of stuff.
Yeah, they added like yachts the other day or something like that. So anyway, so more Destiny. Mattel's going to be making Master Chief toys, and McG is directing a Lethal Weapon pilot. The last thing that I really have is two things. One, they've already greenlit another Deadpool. So, yay. That's awesome. We'll talk about Deadpool again in a second. And then no Assassin's Creed for this year.
Yeah, I saw that like a couple weeks ago.
I saw that, and I happened to be on my phone in Target when I saw that.
Yep.
And I looked over, and they had these Assassin's Creed Chronicles that had just been released.
That technically that was a part of Unity.
I understand that, but at the same time, I'm like, I understand the whole.
It's not their
there's no AAA version of it. I understand that, but I thought that was pretty funny, especially also since there's a movie coming out. Which is really weird. You would think, well, there's a movie coming out. They would bring a game out around the same time. Yeah, it's this year.
Okay.
So
maybe that's why they may just say, "Let's do a movie." Like to me, though, I'm kind of happy that gives them more time.
Yeah, especially after the last game.
Not to say that Syndicate wasn't. Syndicate has been by far like a good one, other than Black Flag, in my opinion. It's one of the better ones.
I would say two, Black Flag and Syndicate are probably the best.
They're better ones, yeah, for sure.
So
and Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
I love Brotherhood.
I liked it a lot. I still think 2 is my favorite of
I mean, it's his origin,
but overall, it's a good thing.
Oh yeah, they need to not freaking Call of Duty it.
And that's.
I remember the good old days when it was Assassin's Creed 1, and how long did it take? 2 years until we got 2, and then how good it was. Yeah. And then after that, they started doing about it every year.
Well, yeah, it essentially became the same game with just a little more story. And an addition in the powers, or the abilities.
The powers.
Well, you know what I mean.
He became fucking like Superman all in one game.
I'm waiting for that, actually.
So, it's a good
Assassin's
thing on
Creed
their part.
Krypton Edition. So, yeah, I'm actually excited about it. I thought it was kind of funny that they had said no Assassin's Creed for 2016.
They did rumor on possibly what it was going to be, though. Like, I'd read some stuff.
I've
heard 2 different ones.
Yeah, I've heard 2 different things, too.
I've heard Egypt and Japan. Feudal Japan is what I've heard.
I think everybody wants Japan.
Yes, but see, I remember reading something that one of the developers at the time, it was like after 3, would say it'd be something similar to it, because that's pretty much a chunk of that time period.
Yeah.
Was just that.
So that's pretty much Talk Nerdy to Me. What I wanted to do right quick, we're going to really super skim over Deadpool because we're going to talk about it quite a bit next week. But I think it would be kind of fun to at least let people know what we thought of the movie overall. I mean, I was really underwhelmed. I would have rather watched Zoolander 2. I was just... Yeah, no. It was...
lying, you bastard.
It was a good chimichanga filled...
My personal opinion is it's one of the best Marvel movies they've made.
Well, it's definitely the best Fox Marvel movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure. I mean, but you're also putting that up against, X-Men 3 and... Yeah, I mean, I liked First Class.
First Class, other than, I think those 2 X-Men movies... were the other good Fox movies.
Yeah, well, the First Class... Well, 1 and 2 weren't bad. 1 and 2 aren't bad at all if you go back and rewatch them.
Are you talking about X-Men 2?
Yeah.
See, I don't know why. I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think First Class of those X-Men movies is my favorite, but I like that time period. I kind of dig the whole '60s Cuban Missile Crisis type thing.
Well, that makes sense. I'm ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah, and I am too. And we saw the trailer, the one for Super Bowl, and Apocalypse does look a hell of a lot better than he did in the pictures. I mean, I think it's a whole color, like how they were doing the pictures, because he looked terrible.
Looked like Ivan Ooze too.
Yeah, pretty much. And now he looks a lot better.
It's a Power Ranger reference.
Yes, it was. It was. I think we're also a little bit nervous, especially after seeing Deadpool. Deadpool introduced, because they essentially, this is the first time they did the extended Fox Marvel universe. Like, Deadpool is the first movie really in that. Wolverine kind of counts, but not really, because I've never quite figured out where Wolverine movies fit into the equation now.
I don't really think they do.
I think they're just weird anthology movies. It doesn't really make any sense, and especially after Days of Future Past, like everything kind of got erased anyway. So
and I don't think they can go any lower than the Fantastic Four.
Well, yeah, and that.
I still haven't even seen that movie. I told myself I never will now.
I will at some point, but
I may change that answer if somebody brings me a 40 and a
I need to be drunk to watch that
and some food.
And I don't know. Overall Deadpool though was really enjoyable.
Fantastic. Bravo, Stanley. I loved your
Stanley cameo was great. The humor was great. The Colossus was amazing.
I thought they did well with his character.
I liked how basically Boy Scout he was. Essentially, he was like this giant Russian Boy Scout. Essentially,
the only thing is he was in his steel mode the whole movie,
which is fine.
It's not bad. I mean, he's done. You've done it before.
Yeah, and I guess it's easier to do that than have him switching back and forth. And
I'll save money via CGI.
And so, because it's kind of funny to see him. He's eating and stuff in that mode. And
it's so hilarious.
Yeah, it's
dainty motherfucker.
Yeah, it's pretty pinky out kind of stuff, and it's great. In the always forget her name. She's got that long ass name. His little protege.
Nuclear. Like she's like nuclear something.
But she's actually from the town. She's actually from here.
Yeah, she's actually from college.
So
she went to A&M Consolidated.
Yeah, actually with one of my daughters. So it's kind of funny to hear some of the stories. So, but I mean, overall, I enjoyed it highly. Recommend going out watching it. SCNS did a little bit of a roundup on it as well, so check them out on YouTube with it. And our official review went up a while back. Like we right as the embargo opened up, we got a review up on Cinelinx. So, spoiler alert, it got like a 4.5 out of 5. So it's definitely one of the best Marvel movies, and probably 100% the best Fox Marvel movies.
Oh, so. Yeah, it's 100% the best Fox movie.
If this makes me happy though, like part of me's getting in like, yay! I hope this is how the movies are gonna, like how Fox is gonna go forward. Like they see this
damn well better.
It's Fox. It's just kind of one of those things. It's like the only thing recently that I felt like have done right was bring X-Files back. That's like it. But I know Fox TV and Fox movies are two different entities entirely, but overall, like, they're just not usually my favorite company as far as that stuff goes. So
I'm going to say this to any of the listeners: if you have children, please do not take them to see the movie.
Hot
damn!
I took my youngest, but I mean, we're kind of one of those families like they've been able to watch stuff a lot earlier. We've discussed stuff and all that. So anyway, I is my pet.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I ended up taking my youngest with me. She's 15, and but we're one of those families, like, we watch True Blood, it's basically like, okay, cover your eyes, kind of, shield your own eyes, young child, kind of moment.
My eyes!
So during there is a very interesting sex scene, which I was promised.
A couple.
Okay, what's the main girl who plays his girlfriend, his love interest?
The chick from Gotham?
Yeah. Like, I was promised, like, full nudity, and I was actually very upset. Like, it was
there promised?
Yeah, like, I heard from somebody that there was full nudity. It was like, no, she even covered her boobs. Like, this is so sexist. I don't care. Like, I think I've thought ever since V, I've been like, holy crap, she's hot. Like, kind of thing. She was in V, the TV series, even when she was like an alien eating.
There's gonna be a DVD release.
Yes, so the extended version with more sex. But anyway,
about 30 minutes worth.
That sex scene is like is actually really funny.
That whole thing is hilarious.
Yeah, there's even the intro, the intro credits. That's the best intro credits of any movie of all time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. So definitely check it out. That's Talk Nerdy to Me. We're gonna take a quick break. And we're going to come right back and get into WTF. And we're back. We're going to go into WTF. We only have one this week. Like I said, this is kind of a short and sweet episode. So I think I think everyone's been to a restaurant, been pretty upset. And I don't know, I'm not one of those Yelpers, though. Like,
who are you kidding? I'm just kidding.
No. I mean, I've done the occasional take a picture of my food kind of thing, but I've yet to Yelp. Like, this place is the most horrible thing ever. Kind of, like, I don't care. Like, if I don't like it, I don't eat there, and I tell my friends. Like, I don't need to Yelp it.
I don't want to be Yelper now, just because of the South Park episode.
Yeah, the I'm better than everyone thing for Yelp.
The ending. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that actually does happen.
So the internet is a little, and the internet is a living thing. Like, we have
it's
pretty
for
much
porn.
Well, it is for porn, but it is because it becomes a mob of living hate at some points.
Oh well,
and right now
that's also racist.
It is, and right now that spear of hate is pointed at Holly Jones. That's her name. She was in a Kilroy's Bar and Grill on New Year's Eve. And so it's a little bit while back, but not too long. And there was a woman having a heart attack. There was a woman having a heart attack while she was eating. She got really, really pissed that the waitstaff wasn't taking care of her. So, like, the manager, everybody is taking care of this woman that's having a heart attack. And then Holly Jones, she goes on Facebook, and she's like, I will never go back to this locations on New Year's Eve ever. Yeah, she was like angry, like she's this whole thing at Kilroy's, like all this stuff because she wasn't taken care of. At the same time, somebody was having a heart attack right there. So that's like, you kind of wonder about people sometimes, just their mentality, like how they can detach themselves so much.
Has she gotten her ticket to hell stamped yet?
Oh, I'm sure there's some kind of pineapple or something going, ready for her. But I just don't understand that. Like, it's, you worked retail, I've worked retail, I've worked food, I've worked in one of the biggest, like, retail type environments in the planet for Disney at one point. Like, some of these complaints from people, you're always just baffled. Like, I had a guy when I worked at Disney. He cussed at me in French because he tripped over a duck because he was looking at his map and fell into like this bush area, and he was cussing at me the whole time. And like, you're just like, it's your fault. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand how people think. Like, I don't understand people anymore.
Stupid.
Yeah, I guess so. She probably didn't
People
like...
People don't account for their own actions.
That's a lot of it.
That's the world this day.
It is. So, yeah. So that was pretty much our WTF. But if you want to see more of us, listen to more of us, check out siblings.com. Go to, like I said, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, all that kind of stuff. And make sure you check out SCNS Live on their YouTube page. and all of their shows pop up on Cinelinks as well. And I guess that's it for this episode. So, bye, Kyle.
Bye, Eric.
Bye. And everybody out there, achieve greatness.